So we went to one of these gymnastics meets, and I was in my little team jumpsuit, and I was probably, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10. And the girls, there was someone talking like over a microphone, and the girls were tumbling down the thing, and there was a big crowd, and my mom just wanted me to kind of see it all, which was probably really awesome of her to just bring me there and let me see it before, she took me down that road or put me on the team or whatever, because I guess the gymnastics gym that I had been going to said, oh, maybe she's ready for this pretty soon. So there we were, looking over the stadium and all the people, and I probably stood there for, I don't know, just a few minutes before I was like, I don't think this is something I want to do anymore. And my mom was like, yeah, okay, well, I understand. You can always keep going to gymnastics and not competing as well. Um, so, that was kind of my experience with that. And I ran cross country for a little while, and, they keep your PR and stuff like that. But it was a little bit different because you were running through like trails and stuff like that. And I remember my cross country coach, she was a great lady, and she wanted me to be on track. But track was different because you had to have like the people in the stadiums watching, and you had to, and it was like a really fast thing, and the judges kept track, and there we go, we crowned the winner or whatever. And so there was a lot of pressure there, and I kind of felt it, and I wasn't really into that, so I didn't end up running track. But some healthy competition can be good and it can push you, but for the most part, I think it probably just creates a lot of anxiety, and puts people in a position where they feel like they're not good enough. Number one, like they're really stressed out. It creates a lot of stress on the person because you have to keep working harder and harder and harder, and it's just never enough, right? You're just never good enough. Because the fact of the matter is that there's so many people that you're just gonna, the more leaps and bounds you make, you're just gonna be put into a bigger category, right? And you're gonna have more people to compete against, and the people are gonna come from, all over the world, or all over the state, or all over the country, or whatever it may be. So you're gonna keep getting put up against the best. And again, that's only the way to climb. That's the only way to climb the ladder and prove you are the best, right? And if you are one of those people that can do that and succeed, my God, I commend you. But for me, it wasn't a situation that I like to be in, and I've always just kind of preferred to be like, okay, well, that's good. And I've met some people in my life that have been really competitive. I remember in one teacher training, I just felt like this one girl wanted to compete with me all at every stop, every turn. She just wanted to, and it really put me in a bad place because I just always felt like, I couldn't say anything without just getting like somebody just jumping down my throat and be like, oh, well, can you do this? And it was a yoga teacher training. Well, can you do this? And I remember, and I was happy to, like, trying to help people, and if she asked if I could do something, I'd be like, well, I don't know. I can try. And if I did it, then it was like, oh, well, of course you can do that. And I was like, well, I didn't really know that I could actually until you asked. But, so anyway, for someone like me, it has just been a lot better of a path for me to be around, less people, and kind of be able to go my own route. And that's what homeschooling really did for me, because I didn't have to be thrown in with a massive crowd and kind of sink or swim. I could kind of stay off and do my little projects and do what I wanted to do, and that was just so awesome for me. And along with that, I'd just say that being able to, I feel like when you're also thrown into the crowd, there's so much more chance that you will be pressured, peer pressure, and those kinds of things, and you'll end up falling in with like a crowd. I hate to say it like that, but like you'll end up getting in with people that maybe they don't really align with you, and they're not really anything like you. And I think that's something kids are really it's a great thing about kids, and then it's also something that I think I experienced, because like a lot of times when kids get to be maybe about 11, 12, maybe a little bit later, you realize you may look at your friends and be like, wow, we actually don't have anything in common at all. It's just that we were kids and we were able to be together and play and hang out. But now that we're kind of entering this like world of adulthood, we realize we actually have nothing in common. So, you know, just being able to kind of, again, have a little bit of a barrier between me and the crowd and stay true to my path and true to my soul, I think was huge in my development. Um, uh, so yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, delve a little bit deeper into where my post was coming from and how I feel about that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to try and keep this YouTube thing going. So thanks a lot.